Okay. What army was it that run the Native Americans out of here? Everything. I mean, open your fucking eyes. My new podcast coming out. It's called Open Your Eyes. Okay. A new episode of the podcast will be released tonight also. So go over and subscribe. It's only $1, by the way. It's the truth. It's me speaking. Where we came from, Bandytown. We're in the printer stage right now, and that's when it gets crazy. You know what I mean? We get a little bit crazy because we lose my papa. That's one piece of, that's like a piece of a chip out of the backbone. But when we lost my my mama, that was it. That's when we really fucking went wild. They knew that what time to come around to film us and shit. Yeah. Because Julian was involved with the Dancing Outlaw. He was the producer of the Dancing Outlaw. Don't worry, I knew my shit really well. I knew who he was before he even stepped in my house. I knew who he was as soon as he got out of the car. I was maybe 6, 8 years old when they did that and never forgot him. You know what I mean? When I see a face, I see a face. Right there. That right there should not even be on the internet anywhere. When they made Street Survivors, everybody that's standing in the plane died on the plane crash. So crazy, huh? Fucking crazy. Let's play the best one they ever did. Rest in peace, Ronnie Van Zant. You are an angel now, buddy. You're one of my biggest inspirations that ever lived. That's my favorite album you ever made. It was called Pronounce. That's your first album. That's what fucking rules. Alan Collins, you're my top 5 guitars. They all rest in peace in my best. They're right behind Pink Floyd with me. Especially for what they stood for. They were so political, people didn't even know what they were speaking about. The Rolling Stones, you know who they opened up for? The Who. You know what the lead singer of The Who said to his lead guitarist? Why can't you play like that? Alan calls it, now, rips it wild for fucking 3 minutes, 4 minutes straight on just that. He wrote that at 17 years old. Alan Collins grieved himself to death over Ronnie, as his own words, in a wheelchair. Cancer, smoked himself to death. Cause if I leave here, this is known as our family song, people. Writing a movie, wow, wow, wow. Not that shitty ass live movie. Would you remember this? Because on Street Survivors, that's when that smell came out. He said, I smell death all around us. Got on that plane, his wife said, honey, it needs repair. He said, we'll repair it when we get home to Jacksonville, Florida. He said, if this plane crashes, the whole world can kiss my ass. And walk straight to the front of the plane. Now you are, brother. He said he'd never see 31 years old. Died 30 months for his birthday. The concept of I can see the concrete slowly creeping. You know why he said that? Lord, please take me in mind before that comes. Before the government came into his fucking little small town, paving roads and doing exactly what I am talking about, what we rebel against. Taking it from us. Like on Hell on Wheels. He walked up to Amy and said, I want to buy your land. What's buy? This is mine. I was born here. This is my dirt. Open your eyes, guys. That's why your forefathers flowed over here on boats to get away from that. Paying taxes. You pay taxes, all them $1 million football players, all that. That's our money. Open your fucking eyes. Now here's the best part. Cause bye bye baby, it ain't been a sweet love, no. And then those feeling I won't change. I'll put my own work to it. Because I only have one actual love probably in my life. And see, that's what I'm saying. The other ones don't take it so badly. Because the Lord knows I'm to blame. You know, this song reaches me in so many ways, and I'm sure it does you guys too. Well, things just couldn't be the same. You ever been in that relationship when you did something or said that word that's just it don't make it? I mean, it's that elephant in the room constantly. You might as well just pack your things right there. See, it'll never be the same. Because I'm a simple man. You know, I hunt. He didn't hunt because of how he was against guns. I fish. I live in the country of Florida, you know. I'm a simple person. And Neil Young had something to say about that. Well, guess what? You're a fucking Canadian. You're a draft. You are a draft dodger. 90% of the fucking them fuckers are draft dodgers. They're Muhammad Ali, Cassius Clay. Change your name and everything trying to get away from it. Here it comes. The part where they're doing donuts in the 71 Oldsmobile that my daddy bought. With the 442. Yeah, get it, boys. Get it, Alan. No fucking lead in the world right here. This is the best solo probably in the history of rock and fucking roll. Bottom line. Imagine writing it at 17. That right there. I'd be like, I'm rich. I know I just killed it. This guitar it's on fire. Hendrix didn't even write a riff, in my opinion, like that. Listen at that. It's just got that southern fuck you to it. Hey, wow, fuck you. I mean, then he gets down again. That's nasty, man. Come on, you know how hard that is to play right there? To stay with him right there. When you write something yourself, ain't nobody ever going to mimic it. Not like that. Not like you know it. Your hands just freely go there. Check out my grinder, guys. Check this one out. That's when I need a bowl pack. Feel me? I got like 50 different ones. Yeah. I already turned it down now. But he just fucking ripped rock and roll apart with that. There it goes. If you play guitar, you don't understand. He still ain't stopped, man. Come on. Get it, Alan. Alan fucking Collins, top 5 all day. If you don't put him in your top 5, you're like your fucking mind. Listen. Ronnie didn't play the guitar. The Rolling Stones said, we'll let you open for us. Nobody steps on our tongue. You know what Ronnie Van Zant did? Went straight out there and planted his feet right in the middle of that fucking tongue and told the boys, come on, let's do this. Mick Jagger got madder than fuck. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's what you call rebellious. Yeah, that's what you call a Southern not give a fuck. When he wrote Whiskey Rock and Roller, they said he would fight anybody. He was pissed off at the world. I understand, buddy. He drank every night. He woke up drinking. Hair of the dog, baby. Nazareth. But then Gary Rossington had that wreck when he wisened up and he said, when he understood and he got off the Whiskey Rock and Roller, I'll tell the stories as they die. You know what I mean? They call you Prince Charming, but you can't speak a word when you're full of a lewd. Whiskey bottles and brand new cars. Last one they make, Street Survivors. Let me show you something here. There's too much coke. Everybody that died on that plane, look here. That should not be there. See the flames, boys? So fucking crazy, right? Even Skip's boy right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. The main ones. Last album they ever made. 4-year music career. Yeah. Tell him, Ronnie. He said, I smell death all around the skies. What he said. You can't speak a word when you're full of them leaves. I mean, it's unreal, man. If darkness is upon you, destiny doing your harm. Oh, you. Take another toe. Have a blow for your nose. You hear that? It's not just about needles, it's coke, blow. It's all that smell, guys. He's talking about death. It's all around you. And they call you Prince Charming. Here you go, Gary. You just died about 8 months ago. You can't speak a word when you're full of loose. You'll be alright come tomorrow. But tomorrow might not be here for you, brother. Then got on that plane. The girl just said, yeah, you got her neck split from here to here. Cassie Gaines. They was only part of the band for that 1 year. They hired them to back up sing because his wife was getting tired of doing the backup singing. And Alan Collins was tired of doing the riff of Freebird. Know your shit. You're fool, you. I fucking love Lynyrd Skynyrd. What's the only way that man would pay on stage? Come on. A few of us know this. Us real Skynyrd fans know. Bare fucking feet. He said, when I entered the stage, I planted myself because I'm the front man. Bare feet. He said, I want to feel the vibration through my feet. That's what you call a different kind of motherfucker right there. The only way I play is bare feet, you know what I mean? So, I mean, when he did it, even rehearsing bare feet. Look at that shit. What you call fucking hillbilly shit. Been working on four-wheelers, go-karts, cars, you know what I mean? Get him, yeah. I can't believe 4 years. God will you. You got a monkey on your back. Don't we all have that monkey on our backs? Just one more kid, Lord, it might do the trick. The price would get your kid. Talking about one hell of a price to die. It's not much, Kevin. Get my shit ready, you know what I mean? I was wanting to go over to the Greenbrier and fucking have this sign, of course, but they was only allowing people so close. They were not allowing no more autographs or anything like that, you know what I mean? The Cleveland Browns are still in West Virginia, probably a fucking hour tops away from me. And every one of them says, Coach Schwartz comes up and says, when they first get here, he said, man, that's the most beautiful fucking mountains and trees I've ever seen, but it's fucking hot. Let's do it. Let's get ready. He said, no babies crying at 2 o'clock in the morning so y'all boys can run off to them. This and that. A team, the bond. That's why we brought you here. The best team I've seen us probably put together in the history of my lifetime. And they choose this. Last time I seen the Saints do it, the Patriots do it. They went on to win the Super Bowl. Jim Justice is running for motherfucking senator. Yeah, we're picked to win the Super Bowl. You know that, right? Fucking, we took every Minnesota's whole team followed us. Followed that coach because he took him that game away, and then the other coach come in and change the quarterback. That was the dumbest move ever. We got Dalvin Tomlinson, defensive tackle. Okay, listen at this. Listen at this. Zadarius Smith was the second lead sacker last year. He is on the other side of Myles Garrett. Fuck Clowney. Fuck Clowney, just like motherfucking Miles said. He said, you're only a third down player to try to get sacks. The only thing made you was a hit at South Carolina. That's the only thing got you drafted. Just like you said, I played my way to a number one pick in the NFL. I lead every year the sacks. Him and Aaron Donald. Donald ain't got it no more. But guess what? Myles Garrett is not even in his prime. He was showing LeBron James how to dunk a ball even at practice. But he was a schoolboy and play the hell of that. What's that song about? Somebody said John Holmes. That's about Jimi Hendrix, you fucking idiots. Bottle of whiskey, sleeping tablets by his head. If you listen to the wind, you can still hear him play. What song did he write? The Wind Cries Mary? Got my son's favorite band probably right there. He just paid $1,400 to see Steven Tyler. He loves Paul Rogers. He won't say that's bad company. He'll say, Dad, that's Paul Rogers. He sung at 17 years old, All Right Now, with the band Free. Smile and wave goodbye. Jimi Hendrix. James Allen Hendrix. They call him Johnny. Everything. James Allen was his name. He said he wanted to have a name that was catchy. So he made Jimmy with an I. That was a stage name, guys. And he only did 4 years, part of the 27 club. But the best in the world is Skynyrd. Imagine if Skynyrd would have had the career that the Stones or somebody had. Johnny made a record. Sure did. Are you experienced? Clapton was intimidated by Hendrix. Probably goes so fast. Johnny hit the big time. Said, hell, I made it at last. You know what his wife said to him? I want to go out, Jimmy. I want to go out. He said, I am the party. I'm tired of being the party. And he says, my favorite quote I live by, when the power of love outweighs the love for power is when this world can see peace. And he said, I never doubt I'll see that happening. Look at that picture on my wall. That's right when Jimi Hendrix said them words. Now hit it. Hit it. Listen at them southern bends. That's the style I play right there. All day. If you listen to me play in my unique own setting, my buddy was sitting there listening. He said, Derek, dude, you gotta record that shit. He's like, that sounds like you're fucking some straight bad company. Steve Miller Band, Lynyrd Skynyrd shit. I said, that's what I'm talking about. You hear it, son. If you ain't got your signature sound, don't even try. You're not ready yet. Already shooting star. And the hardest thing I think ever to learn on the guitar is singing and playing at the same time. You have to stay in rhythm, you know what I mean? And you're doing that, and your brain has to be two places. Right here. We died in his bed. A bottle of whiskey, the sleeping tablets was by his head. That's how Jimi Hendrix died. Watching passing by like a warm summer day. The wind cries Mary. You listen to the... Yeah. Tell me I don't know my shit. Somebody said John Holmes. Who the fuck gonna write a thing after a fucking porn star with a 9-foot dick died and raised? What kind of story would that even be writing a song about? You know what I mean? Get the fuck out of here. Bad. I mean, 10 from 6. I'm sitting here ordering me a Bad Company shirt. and another Floyd shirt, and I had to order a sprocket and clutch for that engine out there. It's the only thing I gotta put on it, because it comes with everything. That engine now, Stan, if you're still watching, is $289 because they're so reliable. I got it for $149.99. Harbor Freight. That's because I got, you know what I mean, discount. Oh, hell yeah, what's up, David? Gardy, I think you're saying. You know what I mean? Shout out Boone County, West Virginia, brother. If it's your birthday, let's do the Boone County mating call for this man. Where's the mating call? Where the fuck's my mating call? We're gonna give you a mating call, brother. You know we gotta do that for this man's birthday. I hope you're having a badass night, great ass time for your birthday, because it's that Boone County mating call. You gotta come and get it, baby. You feel me? That's what you tell him. Nah. Another trip around the fucking world, my brother. Woo. That's why we're still here. We're fucking assholes. We're dicks. Only the strong survive. No. I want the Bad Company shirt. The same sticker I ordered for my car. Y'all should see the fucking paint job I'm doing to my car. I've almost got it ready to paint already. I'm doing this all alone too, you know. Takes a while, you know. The only thing that takes time up is fucking taking like door handles, headlights, shit like that out. My cousin will tell you that. And my car has no Bondo or rust, period. So that black's gonna fucking be beautiful. That's gonna flush on that motherfucker. But I looked at a couple other. I looked at this blue. I really fell in love with, man. You know what I mean? It's fuck, I got it saved. I'll show it to you. I gotta send it to my cousin because he'll like that blue, and this candy apple dark red I think would look great on it as well. But the scene that I'm going with is already really beautiful. Virginia. I'm in the best Virginia, brother, for a reason. I came back here for a reason. I was the one packed my shit and left, man. There's only so much a man can take. You know? What happens when that bad guy starts pointing that finger back? That's why I left. Think about it. You know, they can't handle that. They can point the finger at you. What happens when you point it back, my friend? You're the bad guy. You know what I mean? You're always the bad guy. You're definitely the bad guy when you point it back. You're even worse. Well, I'll be your huckleberry. Every fucking one that wants to come get some. You know, if you could draw faster than me, I'll give you. You got me. You got me right there. If you could draw faster than me, I draw from my leg. I practice this shit daily because, boys, if you would open your eyes, the Army is recruiting right now for a reason major, and there's about to be a draft very soon. Because we will be at war with Russia and XI, which is China. You arm them, Putin said I'll arm them. Just simple. I heard somebody tell me the other day, this one person said, they only got weapons from the Cold War. I about fucking died in the floor. You know how bad weapons that Russia has? Are you fucking crazy? They got rifles shoot just as better than ours. Do you know where 6 and Sour is from? That's Germany and motherfucking Italy together right there. It's 2 names of the baddest motherfuckers that ever invented guns. So you think Russia's just got Cold War weapons when Afghanistan shot the Black Hawk down to cause fucking Project Desert Storm with our own weapons? Open your fucking eyeballs majorly to that person. We got the same shit. Our government allows to sell the best weapons right now, penny on the dime. You know why? Think about that. Y'all was gonna start working at the shipyard. Why the fuck would I be rushing, buddy? I'm just telling you how bad of the weapons Russia has. The moment you think they do, you know, we took all of our intelligence from Adolf Hitler, son. Do you know that? Down to the rockets that fly in space. Burning Van Braun. Kevin, know your shit first of all, brother. Oh, it's extraterrestrials. Really? Yeah, that's the dark fucking night that the man that's really responsible for that name would rip a motherfucker open wide open just to see if his kidneys were working. That's what they did. Okay? We had nothing until then. They had MP40 that shot a 9mm fucking special Walther's round. Not a normal 9mm round. A special fucking carbine round that would fuck you up. Why did two bunkers then, Kevin, kill 50,000 American men just with two support fucking machine guns? 50,000 men. Ask General Patton. Don't worry, I'll wait because you're storming just two bunkers. 50,000 men. I can repeat that 1,000,000 times. 50,000 men, two bunkers. Defense wins championships. Hitler knew, you know what I mean? I hate that motherfucker, but he knew. He was way before us. Russia was before us in the space race. All that, man. The moment, man, people need to really wake up. You think them motherfuckers ain't got a weapon will take you out? You are completely out of your fucking mind. They will fuck us up, you know. But they are not trained very well. That's their problem. See what I'm saying, Kevin? Just a few Ukraine guys killed a whole platoon of them with our weapons, with a javelin and shit. Took their tank and shit out. Putin went off about that. They don't stay in formation, shit like that. Let alone sit there and piss on themselves like snipers like Chris Call. We got guys that won't move for days. Like Chris Call said, he said, I smell piss. He said, you're allowed to smell it, ain't you? Because of me. You know, I'll die in my grave knowing the government hired that man to kill Chris Call. Had to. Then play like Chris Call. Take his clothes, drive around in it to make it look like you're really fucked up in the head. Because you are fucked up in the head. And we'll make sure you walk out of this. Because what that man could have fucking brought out would have fucking scalded some of that war. Beyond scalded it. He started to realize why we here. What are we doing? We're getting kids killed. We ain't saving them. You're sitting there watching them getting their drain, and at that moment right there, when that kid gets his, they're savages. Like you said, what the fuck would you do if the baddest army in the world started kicking your door in? That'd be rebellious too. But you know what? It's 1-0, but it's only halftime, baby. And the two best quarters will win. I doubt these kids like mine about to join, you know. He's talked about it. His buddy just went to Paris Island. Want to point them guns at us? I don't think so. The government's fucking don't know what they're creating. They're creating a monster that's going to take them out. You know the White House is burnt fucking multiple times. Burnt. Especially in the first fucking war. The Revolutionary War. People, please know your shit before you do it. Anybody. About sports, about politics, anything you want to have a pissing contest with, guarantee I'm going to take you to school with it. Now, the education didn't come from Van either. Let me remind you. Van outcasted me when I got out of lockup, okay? They wanted me to go alternative school before I could even come back to school there. Well, you know what I did? I drove my happy ass to Morgantown and went to a fucking quad A school and fucking shined like a fucking superstar instead of standing here and looking like a fucking rock in the creek. See what I mean? That's where I get my intelligence from. A fucking school where teachers actually taught instead of fucking coming to school drunker than fuck. taking out to the bathroom to powder their nose every 10 minutes. I saw that through grade school, guys. I remember looking at Tish and saying, "You got to powder your nose again?" That was in 5th grade. I said that. I got up. I said, "If you can snort cocaine, I can get up, walk out of this fucking school." Walk right out. Kevin knows I was the most notorious kid. I missed over 300 and some days of school before they sent my ass away. That's what you call rebellious. They wasn't doing. I was bored. They asked me why. I said, "These teachers ain't teaching me nothing. I learned way more than what your teachers have taught me." And I was telling this as a kid, and I'm saying it today. You know what I mean? I got the fuck up out because I was bored. You know what I mean? Who the fuck want to sit there when they lay a piece of paper down in front of you and say, "As your assignment"? Well, what the fuck? It's got instructions at the top, but teach, do your job. Teach. You know what, George? Kowal? It ain't bragging, motherfucker, when you back it up, is it? Brag on myself, absolutely. I will brag on myself. You can't fucking help yourself until you love yourself. And you can help nobody else until then. Take a look in the mirror, son. Love yourself for what you are. No, I'm talking about moving. If I wouldn't have made the choice to move, I wouldn't be as educated as I am right now. Don't you see my buddy? They didn't teach me shit. Our teachers came to school drunk, fucking on drugs, but through the epidemic of Big Pharma. We lived it, we know. So why the fuck wouldn't I sit there? Why would I sit there? Would you? You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to say, buddy. But I'm bragging on myself. No, I'm bragging on myself for getting up and making the choice to get a fucking education, dude. And I'm very proud of that. Like Lance just said, I know a little bit about everything. I wouldn't know a little bit about shit stand there. That's the God's honest truth. Anybody that goes there will vouch for that. We got fucking 14 kids a year that plays on the football team. 11 on the field, 11 on defense. I played quarterback, free safety, fucking linebacker. I played every position on the field, bro. You see what I mean? And they still do it to right this day. We've never had over 21 kids on the whole team before. Tops. But we went undefeated and shit. That's what you call fucking power, son. That's one thing I will give my school right there. It was untouchable. You can ask Kevin through basically from probably 88 to fucking 97. Van High School was the best school to ever play baseball. We went down to Myrtle Beach, you know, and fucking played. And I remember, that's right, that's Big Pharma is Joe Manchin's daughter, the CEO of Big Pharma. That boy there just did it. You're goddamn right. And Joe Manchin going to run for president. He's about to lose his seat to Jim Justice. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Look at that epidemic, bro. We lived through it. You see what I mean? If you live in that North Carolina, absolutely. Damn right. I remember going down to Carolina and doing them 2 shows. Dude, I had a guy sitting there waiting on me, open a briefcase, shrooms, mall, I mean, you name it. See what I mean? If that ain't an epidemic, what the fuck is? You know, and that was in North Carolina. You know how many, it gets point at West Virginia because of Big Pharma. Joe Manchin did these coal miners like he's done. Broke their backs, got them on these drugs, raised their fucking motherfucking goddamn insurances to pay for their medications. He knew what the fuck he was doing, man. Yes, sir. It destroyed my family as well, but it did. Every one of us. You know, you saw it through the movie, everything. You know what I mean? They thought that was something like that's my lawyer says. There's a guy that's going to MIT. I mean, you got to be very smart to go there. Why ain't you following him around with the camera? That, I love when he said that. I mean, this dude did some amazing shit. That's what that, he's talking about. Why ain't you guys following him around with that camera? Noel Devine, that is fucking Deion Sanders' godchild. His son right now came in practice with the Mountaineers, and he fucking dogged them all at 16 years old. Go watch it, dude. The clip. He's from Florida. You know what I mean? I love Noah Devine. He wore my number 7 and fucking had 3 carries his first game for 173 yards and 3 touchdowns. Holy shit. He did this juke, I'll never forget it, and juked out the whole Maryland team. That motherfucker was gone, son. Tavon Austin, my man, though. He would tap dance and shit. You know what I mean? Moving feet like that. And he's the only player to ever go to the NFL, return a punt, kick return, and a fucking 80-yard screen pass in the same game. Little 5'6", 170 pounds. Schooled the whole NFL. Big don't spell bad. You can't tackle what you can't fucking catch. That's how I was taught. And I was taught from the time I was a Wharton Tiger, when they're on the ground, you spit in their face, you claw their eyes out, but the reps don't see it. Oh, man. Then y'all gave us one of the best shots. You remember my man Pat White very well then, don't you? Pat White's who you should remember. Not Noel Devine. Triple overtime. The gold rush. My buddies was there. Pat White goes straight up the middle. Fucking 70-yard touchdown. One of the best games I ever witnessed was that one right there against your team, my man. Y'all got us a couple of times in some crucial ones, you know what I mean? And you put Donovan Mitchell in the NBA. That's one of my favorite players, man. He is fucking... he's just, you know what I mean? Like John Morant, I'm a big fan of Mitchell and Morant. Because they show people you don't have to be big to break records or to win championships. I love that about them. Look at Nick Chubb. First time I ever seen him run the ball, actually my son, I said he was at 27 right there. He said his name's Chubb, Nick Chubb. You know what I mean? I was watching the Georgia game. Pat White, 16 NCAA records, the only quarterback to ever win 4 BCS national bowl games. Ever. The only one. Took a dirty hit by a Steeler. Pat White was just something different, man. He was Major Harris times 2. And that right there was bullshit. You know, targeting Major Harris and hurting him in that title game. Lou Holtz knew all about that. That we did have a good rival, man, didn't we? And we're close. You see what I mean? They fucked that up, man. We should be both our teams. Y'all shouldn't be in that stupid ass American Conference. Y'all should be in the ACC as well as us, playing our rival games. Pittsburgh, Virginia Tech. You know that as well as I do. You're going to move Texas and Oklahoma to the SEC. Well, guess what? They ain't winning the national title for a long time. Neither one of them. They won't even be in the playoffs again. Alabama. I just give Alabama a warm-up game before the title. That's all that did. I mean, because you got Auburn. You got to beat. I mean, you're forgetting who's in the SEC there. Oklahoma and Texas. Texas think they... West Virginia owns Texas. At Texas. Last game I went to WVU was Texas and West Virginia. When Kwiatkowski picked the ball up and ran. Dude, they was freezing their ass off. They was pussies. They was, really. I never seen Louisville do that up there. You know what I mean? I never seen them. They're used to it. Just like we are. You know? That's that little tiny grinder, man. Little motherfucker. Number 9, that's right. Major Harris. That's right. You know, I was talking to somebody the other day that didn't know that Marshall lost their whole football team in a plane crash. That's why they say We Are Marshall. Movie. Matthew McConaughey plays the coach. That man right there. You know who saved Marshall? Coach Bowden. I love him. That's why I'm a Florida State fan. Bobby Bowden. And Trickett. Coach Trickett. That would be Dick Trickett. You know what I mean? Them two motherfuckers right there. That's why we have the pipeline like we do in the state of Florida. Right there. Coach Bowden. He was the coach of the West Virginia Mountaineers when that crash happened. They think they didn't even care. He gave them the play, the option, which was called what back then? That made Marshall start winning. You see what I mean? And the Mountaineers come in holding their helmets with green crosses on the back. He thought they didn't care because they looked around, you know what I mean? They seen all this nice stuff. But when the players came in, they had it wearing it. They knew that we cared. It wasn't, you know what I mean? And that right there is my favorite part of the movie, probably. You know? He said, come on in. He said, make yourself welcome. I've been in that film room. I stood in front of every trophy we won. You know? Shit, Bill Murray. Man, how you going to joke on your own team, bro, like that? You know what I'm saying? Defensive end, really, when we got Myles Garrett and Zadarius Smith covering them positions. The number 1 and 2 sack leaders in the game. Good luck, Pittsburgh. Good luck, Joe Burrow. Remember last year how fast Myles Garrett put Barrow on the ground? The fastest sack in the NFL. 0.3 seconds. You're looking at a dude that's 6'7", 200 and motherfucking 50 to 70 pounds that can run like a fucking running back. That's why we went and got Tony Fields from WVU. And my boy Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, the Joker, a.k.a. the Joker from Notre Dame. They're both linebackers and can run 4.2s. They can play free safety if you need it. That means you're covering the edges with speed, my man. You got that fucking power in the middle with Garrett and them. Now we just got Okawa, the middle linebacker, and fucking what's his name? Dude, you traded Miles last week. They're down here, bro. Really, Myles Garrett? You think you can tell you? I'll tell you what Myles Garrett's contract is. Nick Chubb's contract. You know what I mean? Pitt Snoggle. You just got Pitt Snoggle. This boy knows his shit. I like that. Coach Beeline, remember? Was coaching and his son played and shit. That's right. 3-3-1, baby. Then we're known for West Virginia. We hadn't missed the NCAA tournament in 17, 18 years straight. Marshall made it the first time in fucking like 33 years, something like that, a few years back. And I was born Marshall, that boy. We have this boy. They created this new league, and we got a team here called West Virginia. Stevenson, if you watch him, you know, Eric Stevenson, his name was number 10 for the Mountaineers. That boy's going pro all day. Remember Joe Alexander? That's him on steroids, and he can hit the 3. Alexander couldn't. This boy can ball. Check out Eric Stevenson, you get a chance. Just like Kevin Jones should have went. It's not Butler. Kevin Jones helped carry that team, Deshaun Butler. Not you. We won the national title when we beat Kentucky that had John Wall, Patrick Patterson, and none of them. Our next game was Duke in the Final Four to get to the national title. When we dropped them in the Elite Eight, we fucking killed Kentucky. We was up by 20 points at halftime. Man, I'm about to block you, bro. You live in Cleveland and you're dogging my Browns. You know what I mean? That's not even cool to do. You don't understand, you know what I mean, how true Browns fans roll. Evidently, you not true, dog. You was even born there. A worthless nut fucking Buckeye is all you is. Because, like, you're kind of like exactly what they say. One side the nut's poison, one side's not. And only a squirrel can determine that to eat it. So what the fuck does that tell you? That's the most worthless nut ever. So what's that tell you? And this week, We're the Ohio State Buckeyes. Really? Proud of that all you want. I'm a mountaineer, motherfucker. I blow down bears and all. I shoot muskets. You're a nut that rolls on the ground. I wouldn't brag too highly about that. Another thing, I wouldn't be a Browns fan talking shit on the Browns. Good luck. If any Browns fan knew that in the stadium, you'd get quartered in cheese right now. They'd be like, get this fucking backstabbing motherfucker the fuck out of here. Eat shit. Pit on your way out. Eat shit. You know how they do. I'm a true Browns fan. Yeah, I know that, Kevin. And when I fuck with you back, you gotta make it sound serious. Remember? Every girl I joke with hates this. She's like, but you sounded so serious. How's it not going to be funny if I didn't sound serious? You see what I'm saying? Because you're making a joke at me. You know we're both. I know you're fucking with me. And I'm fucking right back. You know what I mean? At you. But I am telling a little bit of facts in mind because you can't hate on the Browns, man. Being a Browns fan, that's the whole concept of being a Browns fan. We don't fucking win. You gotta love them, you know what I mean, or hate them. You know? We're known to going to the championship game and getting to the fucking 1 yard line. That's what we're known for. You do know that, right? Since they turned it to the Super Bowl 2 times. Higgins and Biner. But Higgins was fucking illegal to get. We all know that. Anybody who knows the game of football knows that was bullshit. They gave that to Kansas City for Patricia Mahomes, just so they can say, oh, he's the next Tom Brady. He fucking wished, too. That was a bullshit game. He was hit illegally. He was knocked unconscious. That's why the fucking boy dropped the ball. Unconscious. That was a crown of the helmet hit from Sorensen. Number 49. For the Chiefs. One badass motherfucker. You see what I mean? These new white helmets, them snow-capped helmets are fucking... Pittsburgh has white helmets now for this year. What's the odds of that? Did they ever wear white helmets? Nope. We wore white helmets the first 5 years of our franchise. We're only doing what we fucking have in our history. You're just trying to copy us, you motherfuckers. Pittsburgh wearing white uniform, white helmets. What the fuck? 1946, motherfuckers. Peep the jersey. These are $150 or you don't get one. You know what I mean? Cost me $310 for 2 of these for me and my son. We both got us a Chubb jersey. And when he said, Dad, the best jersey, I asked him, I said, what do you want, orange, the brown, the white, or what? He said, the 46s are awesome. And he's right. That's what matches the snow-capped helmets right there is what we will wear with him. That's what. Right or wrong. Liberty. We're wearing the 1946 highlighted orange round with the snow-capped fucking baddest helmets I've seen us. I think the moment we put a logo on a helmet, we'll do something. The elf. Not a dog. Brownie the elf. Yeah, I love the white ones though, man. And the Bengals did that. You know that I can prove some really shit on every Bengals fan here. That Paul Brown played for the Cleveland Browns and he loved the Cleveland Browns. That's what your stadium's named after. Remember that. He's the one who brought the franchise. You wasn't a franchise until fucking 20 years after Cleveland. Followers, that's kind of like saying an Xbox better than a PS4. Or PS1, Xbox against PS1. 1994 to 2000. Yeah, Burrow is already banged up. Imagine when Miles gets a hold of him. If you fucking getting banged up and on your own, I feel sorry because that was the fastest sack in history. 0.3 seconds. They paid $70 million for that line. For that. The Bengals are 3 positions away if they would peel them away from winning the Super Bowl. Joe Burrow, I don't look at him like that because why? You couldn't outperform the boy at Ohio State named C.J. Stroud to get the job. That's what you do. That's what the game's about. I guess LSU didn't have a fucking quarterback worth shit. That's why they say, here, come on down here. You know what I mean? But you're from Athens, Ohio. I would have went to fucking Toledo anywhere first before there. It's not winning the national title, guys. You know that it's about how you play, not the team. You. The recruits see that. Trust me. You know? I played in many games, like the softball game y'all see me play in. Who's the only base scored? Right here. Hit a cycle, everything. That's the point, you know? I do it, I'm going to give it my all, especially in the game of football. Play quarterback, you know? You have to know your shit right there. You got to know the plays, you know what I mean? You got to watch the snap counts, everything. There's so much to the quarterback. Checking the receiver, everything. There's just, you know what I mean? Motion and everything. Audible, and you just got to know. And I know the moment you need the audible. If they're stacking the box, you better fucking audible. Just throw it over their head. Audible into a tight end dump. It works every time. Make everybody else look like it's still the running play. Just tight end dump it. Boom. That tight end will be gone. So simple, right? How much do you see it in the NFL? Never. Because it would work. They got to make these big plays that goes here, there, and don't do shit. Run a Statue of Liberty and it works every time. You know what I mean? Run the fucking I formation, hand the ball, and plow it down the field. Move the chains, you'll win the game. That's the key. The key ain't touchdowns. It's first down. And defense. This defense that Cleveland has can put the ball in Deshaun Watson's hand many times this year. And that's what matters. I'll be up, I'm thinking about coming up August the 6th, checking that Canton game out. You know we played the Canton game this year also. We've never done that in our home state because Joe Thomas is going to the Hall of Fame. I can't wait, dude. He's getting inducted to the Hall of Fame. The Browns are playing the Jets. And then the first game of the season, the Browns are playing the Jets. We play Aaron Rodgers. But we got Elijah Moore. We got the fucking key that beat us. We took it. We seen it. And everybody says, fire Coach Stefanski. What the fuck did you just say? The only coach that's ever fucking led us to a goddamn playoff and make us a team where we score 30 points a game instead of 3? Because I remember under every other coach besides Bill Belichick and fucking, what's his name there? When Kelly Holcomb and Couch took us to the 99 Super playoffs and lost in the first round. This coach lost in the championship game to an illegal call with Baker Mayfield at the quarterback. You know who Baker Mayfield is shooting up? He's backing up somebody now for the Buccaneers. You think you was sad, Mason, buddy? I didn't come out of my room for 2 months when the Mountaineers got sold out in 2007. That broke my heart. We're never going to see him get that. We had the best college football team when anybody played those video games back then. I got Kelly Holcomb's autograph picture in there right now. It came to Van High School. And Tyler got it signed and brought it to me. Sure did. Bring it right here and show it to you. Best coach in years, that's right. And Minnesota just gave him away. The best receivers we picked up, Amari Cooper, with a 5th round draft pick. We picked Donovan Peoples-Jones in the 5th round. Just saying, man. And Kellen Mound is our third string quarterback. Joshua Dobbs. Dude, they're good as fuck, both of them. Kellen Mound is wearing number 7. Because Brissett last year made himself a job, like Geno Smith. Geno was always that quarterback. We saw it at West Virginia, man. He's the best thrown quarterback we'd ever seen come here. Will Greer was also. Will Greer, I think, was better than Geno. And he's sitting on the bench for Dallas. Put him in. I guarantee he would fucking school Dak Prescott. I guarantee it. Guarantee Will Greer would eat it up compared to Dak. That's what Jerry Jones. You're trying to be the coach. Robert Kraft said, "Here, Mr. Belichick. Here's the keys to the car. Drive us to a Super Bowl." So Belichick picked Tom Brady, didn't he? He happened to be Mr. Irrelevant and only drafted at 6 rounds. Pat White played as a Dolphin. I got his Dolphin jersey, number 6. Went to slide out of bounds, and what's his name? Ike Taylor for the Steelers hit him, and it knocked him out. You know what I mean? Yeah, I like Kevin Johnson. The biggest, saddest thing I ever seen, Chris Henry. Better than Randy fucking Moss. He beat Randy Moss. It was Mark Bolger and Chris Henry, basically against fucking Chad Pennington and Randy Moss. Never forget the game. Chris Henry fucking dogged Randy Moss and got thrown out of the back of his goddamn truck. Wanting his kids. His wife threw him out of the back of a truck on 85 right by the Carolina Panthers Stadium and killed him dead. That boy was untouchable. He played for the Bengals at that time. And just like Pac-Man Jones played on his team. They was fucking really good together. Chris Henry, you know what I mean? I just can never get over that. 6'4", that boy was fucking good, man. He would have led a team. He would have been known as like the baby Megatron, in my opinion. Calvin Johnson retired because of CTE shit, and he couldn't get nobody on his team. Megatron was amazing. He retired at 28 years old. He did what he wanted to, and I mean, guys that do that. Look at Luck, Andrew Luck. He got his degree, played ball, got his money, and went and did what he fucking actually wanted to go to school for. His dad was the fucking athletic director of West Virginia University when he did all this. He didn't come to WVU because they didn't have the class the boy wanted to take. He went to Stanford. He's very smart. Andrew Luck is. Oliver Luck's his daddy. The AD of the Mountaineers at the time, and everybody was upset that Andrew didn't come here just because his dad was here. Oh, well, my degree ain't there. What I want to do is not there. And I will fucking tip my hat to that. What you going to do, LeBron, when your career's done? All your shoes will make your revenue like Jordan's did. But you'll never, ever be Michael Jordan. You can score all the fucking points you want to score. You're not clutch. He was clutch. I remember watching this man float, move the ball from one hand to another, under his legs, and just lay it up. And every time, that's what's, like he said, it's a free throw. It's free, bro. It's what's called, it's a free. And I see LeBron miss some of those. Especially in playoff games. Oh my God. I about fucking dropped. Kyrie Irving hit the game-winning shot against the fucking Warriors. Right or wrong, guys. LeBron made the defensive play. He would have made a better tight end than a fucking basketball player. 6'8" in the way he can jump. Damn. You know what I mean? He's a pussy. His son just about died. He presses his son so hard. Bronny, he is watching TV. She's sitting there watching TV. I gotta leave the TV on for him every night, Sandra. She's watching. Well, she fell asleep watching it, and she's watching. You got some brownie paintings, man? I'll definitely purchase one off you, bud. I'll do some promoting for you on here. Post them up on my fucking page, man. I got, you know what I mean? A lot of Browns fans I talk to. I'm in Browns groups, everything, you know? Especially off my Instagram. Don't you see me always post the shit from Instagram? I don't. Facebook's about to change their name, everything. Watch the world go back to MySpace. Justin Timberlake on it. Watch. What's it? Zuckerberg done sold it out to Meta. We done know that. He just announced 2 days ago the name will change within 2 months. What's it going to be called? The real name? Fake Book. They finally going to change it. Dude, my brother just couldn't. He went from bench press, a boy that can bench press 500 pounds, to not being able to lift his legs. That would fuck with anybody, you know. Liquid Studios, Cleveland.online. Okay, you got an LLC and stuff up. I just started doing my tats and shit again. The only reason that you ain't seen me doing one live is because I'm waiting on my new ink. I'm not even, you know what I mean? I've done one on my buddy because I had everything he wanted, the straight out black shade. But I'm not going to open. I have everything else ready, paperwork, all that. And, you know what I mean? Get ready to open back up, man. Piercings in. I don't know if I want to run it as voodoo tattoo, you know what I mean? Because I always have, I pay my tax straight off, you know what I mean? But I don't pay taxes, remember? I always, you know what I mean? I'm thinking about calling it Venom tattoo. Going with Venom, I think. Like snake venom. Would be a good name. I've got 30 people has called me, dude, wanting me to ink them. Because they see my portfolio there of my last recent work. And just being who I am, I get a lot of work. A lot of out-of-state work. For sure. You know, because in the movie, the only edited part, scripted part in that whole movie is when he asks me to fuck with her tattoo. He pulls me. Why do you think it stops and it goes right back into it? I tell my mom grab alcohol, and she said alcohol and shit. That's scripted right there. The only fucking scripted part of that movie. He pulled me in the washroom. I told him, I said, dude, that's my work. People is going to see this around the world. Well, then go back and look at the deleted scenes at the tattoo I put on Mousie's leg. Ain't that fucking perfect onto the T point perfect? Still wears it today. Collar fucking still. I told her. She asked me what I was doing when I changed up my guns. I said, one's a liner, one's a shader, a collar. What do you mean? What am I doing? I was like, evidently you ain't seen too many people knew what they was doing, you know? And that was over a decade and so ago. Watch me throw that motherfucker down there. Everybody I used to tattoo when I was learning, I said, when I get good, I'll give you a free tattoo and cover that up. I've done every one of them. Just come to me. Just come to me. If I've ever gave you a tattoo, and I've had boys walk up to me in North Carolina, Virginia, and 3 other states. Dude, you remember doing this tat on me? Beautiful tattoos. I was like, fuck no. And then they'll try to remind me. I'll be like, oh, it was you. Yeah. I've done so many I don't remember. I remember this woman, but I can look to my paperwork. That's why I said, yep, right here. Because I keep all my paperwork, you know what I mean, for taxes and shit. But anyway, this woman come and got her son's name down her arm. And she told me, she said, Derkie, she said, the way you chose to do that was amazing. She wanted me to do it. And I said, let me do it Celtic Old English. I said, let me make it look like stones. Colored, like the gray, and with cracks in it. That fucker turned out beautiful. And then 3 days later, her sister came and got one. Both of them come all the way from Paintsville, Kentucky to get them. Never forget that one, you know what I mean? And you know what I say in the movie, I'll give you a tattoo. As long as I get to play with it. I say I'll give you a tattoo of a butterfly. I don't care what it is, as long as I get to play with your pussy when I'm doing it. I say that right in the movie. If people didn't catch that. What's up, Chris, my brother? From my another mother. From my second mother, let me say that, you know. I see her all the time. She worked down here where I get my ammo and buy my guns, stuff at prices, don't you? For sure. That's my lady. You know that. Chilling, brother. Sitting here chilling. Talking about laying some tattoos down. Old Dirk's been getting a tremendous amount of business. And I ain't had time to do my rebuilds and shit. Like, because I've been sanding my car, getting ready to paint it. And, you know what I mean? Put some new rims on it and a couple other things. And get us ready for my son's prom. You know what I mean? I promise him that car will be fucking tip top for prom. So. And watch it be. That's a fact, it will be. Done got the paint kit ordered, you know what I mean? You seen the go-kart, right? I posted pictures of. Yeah, I'm talking about the Mustang. I went and bought me the sanders, all that shit, you know what I mean? I just hadn't had time to do nothing, man. Tattooing, podcasting. They want me to do a shoot. Working. I just redid that Honda. Ron said, dude, no way that's the same four-wheeler. I said, come here. Walking around. I said, what year does that say? He said, that is a 92. I said, yeah, it looks like a goddamn brand new. Fucking 2000 last year they made them. And it looks fucking beautiful. Right now I just got the front of it off. You know what I mean? Everything on it, Chris. I changed brand new. Down pistons, heads, you know what I mean? Twin turbos. Dude, I'll tell you what, man. You've never rode my thing. Not this one. You rode my old one. Dude, I'll tell you what. This one will fuck my old one up. Look, I got it cammed out and shit. 302 Boss. Hooker headers. Long tubes. Going into fucking glass packs. Then into Dynamax. It sounds, dude, when I gear it down, your dick will stand straight up. Oh, man. Oh my god. You know what I mean? It sounds fucking amazing, dude. And now I'm getting ready to put all this new shit on it. I'll say it's going to make me get off in the process now. I'm be trying to drive this thing. My buddy got in with me. He said, God damn, you ever seen that one when that boy gets in that Mustang? The moment you'd never been in a Mustang, he's like, fucking A. That's exactly what he did. It was taking his fucking breath, dude. I snapped my MPH. I had to get one that'll hold it. You know that, because I like my shit original stock. That car's only got 53,000 original miles, buddy. You know how many cars that are brand new, 2020, 2023s, it's got over 100,000. 1988. They just messaged me and said, how's my mom want to say anything you done, motherfucker? She asleep. She got a bed with the chickens. Holy shit. Nah, brother. 93 Ford Mustang GT. They only made 293 that year. That's the Cobra SVT. I got a 351. You know what I'm saying? This bitch, Sam. I should have been in foster care. Motherfucker, you know what I would have done to some foster people? Like I did at school every day, Chris. Fuck you. Fuck you. Ain't none of you cool, but my boys. I'm out. That's how long that would have lost in files for her. Too bad. The funny thing, I didn't, huh? Good point. It's just, I know every Fox body, 77 to 93, my man. And I know the baddest motherfuckers there are. I had the 90 and the 89 both are 25th anniversary. They stopped making the car halfway. That's why the 64 and a half. The 65 is your first Mustang. 64 and a half they did make first. But discontinued because the gas tank was like the Pintos. If it was hitting the ass, the car would catch on fire. 65. Well, they discontinued halfway through the year. Beat the bill, baby. Just like, you know, Shelby comes in Ford versus Ferrari. Show them. Here's the keys. Show them. See what I mean? I love that shit, you know. It wasn't Henry Ford did that. That was Shelby. Done that. Matt Damon plays him. You know. He made the Cobra. That's a pure aluminum frame. The Super Snake's my favorite one, but that's the baddest car ever made. Somebody's getting ready to get their ass reported out, or they ain't gonna be messaging for a month or so because of what they're saying. I will not tolerate. You see what I mean? They can't say it in here either. Nah, bro, I don't run no rotisserie shit. All that is, I can get that ran back. All that is, but it's a fucking jailhouse tattoo gun. They opened their eyes and seen what we did in jail and prison. That's all a fucking rotisserie gun is. Am I wrong, boys? Just like a little motor we'd be pumping on a fucking machine. Think about it. What, it took you motherfuckers that long to understand that prison work kills your fucking machines? Your pack machines? No, I'll stick with my pack machine. You're good. I hate a rotisserie fucking machine. Hate it. Unless you've been to prison. That's the only way you'll run one. Every inmate, everybody I know that can slaughter tattoos in prison that gets out and picked up my gun said, holy shit, the weight, all this, you know what I mean? They didn't like it at all. That's not what they're used to. They're used to super light, straight up and down. Some little motor built on it, just not making a sound. The sound on a fucking machine. Does a bear shit in the woods when they ain't in the zoo, Jaylee? I don't speak about that. We don't get them for nothing. Only time will tell. Timepieces ain't purchased on anybody. You earn your shit. That's right, CD players. There you go, buddy. Anything they can fucking find in jail. Prison especially. Best work comes out of there. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. All you got is time. Shit. Now we're making guns out of water. I guess the tattoo companies are going to steal that next. You ever seen a water pressured gun? Tattoo gun? Because that's what they use in prison now. I guess they're going to take that idea now. Right? This little Price girl up here. I'm not dogging none of my friends around me, bro. I'm just saying, people come to me because who I am. You know what I mean? Would you want a tattoo from a regular person or say, hey, Derkie did my tattoo? That's what sells my shit, bro. I would give Courtney, I love Courtney's work. I love Alicia's work. I went to school with her. I'm not dogging that one bit. Love a female can do some tattoo work. That's not, you know what I mean, what I'm trying to say here at all. I get all my work because people know me from that fucking craziness, man. You know what I mean? I will give that. The only time I've ever gave it movie props is for shit like that. You know what I mean? I've got 15 clients coming from out of state to get tattoos in the next month. So, I don't know how many people call these shops around here doing that right there. Because I promote myself. You have to promote yourself. You know what I mean? Not locally, If you're bigger than locally, you promote yourself bigger than locally. You know, I hear a lot about her tattooing, but I've also fixed a lot of Alicia's tattoos. She's fixed some of mine. People don't take care of them properly. Shit like that. Then they come and blame the artist. We know what we stuck on you. Got the pictures of it. You go put baby on a tattoo, it ain't gonna stay on there, buddy. At all. You're gonna wake up in the bed with the whole fucking tattoo laying the sheets. That's a fact. The best you ever see jailhouse in prison. That's why I wrote this for Young's mate, bro. They're trying to mimic it, you know. You know, I know my shit, man. Got the prison smarts, street smarts, the book smarts, you name it, you know. Like I told dude, ain't bragging when you back it up. Be good, Chris, you know what I mean? I ain't took my sleeping medication yet. Well, if I do, I'm done, you know what I mean? I got insomnia bad. Good night, my brother. Hey, let everybody know I got a brand new go-kart for sale. Completely remodeled, like we did that one in your house that time. But I went Harbor Freight and bought a brand new Predator engine to it. And sports is the number one thing I know very well, bro, because that's what I did my whole life, was play ball to get to the stage I was on. And then my son was born, dropped it, and became a roofer for my family's company in Cleveland. I got a lot of respect in Cleveland, Ohio, on the west side, on Clark. 48th to fucking about 117th, I got respect. That's where Colston Baker come from. I knew him before he was MGK. Colston, you know what I mean? Sat there and blazed. I met Bone Thugs. That's who I knew who they was, you know what I mean? They had came to a fucking, I was at Sunoco, I'll never forget this. And I fucking spotted Busy Bones Afro. I took off running. You know what I mean? They had bodyguards around them. I said, that is y'all Bone Thugs. And they heard my voice. They was like, that's a hillbilly, dude. Let him in, let him in. And I was like, why are y'all over here on this side of the city? He's like, at my cousin's house, dog. I was like, what? Bone Thugs, man. You know what I mean? He had a blunt. I'll never forget this. That's why I love Crazy Bone. He's my favorite one. He said, won't hit this shit. I said, fuck yeah. That's how I had an interaction with Bone Thugs and Harmony. You know what I mean? It was Crazy, Wish, and Lazy. Because Busy was in California. He's got a house out there. Now about all of them does. But they also have a house in Cleveland. East 99 in St. Clair, baby. Founder, Eric Wright. Easy, it's all the fucking same. Standing on the corner, slinging rocks. Oh shit, here comes a motherfucking cops. So I ducks. I dash. I hide behind the tree. Making sure the fucking second district don't see me. I bet Kevin laughing like hell when I said second district. Because that's where he's at right now. He got fucked with D2. Right or wrong, dog? You said you were on the west side, right? That's how I heard in Cleveland every morning. I had to get up at 4:30, get ready for work. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. Oh, I was like, damn. Oh, it's time to hit that roof. Carry bundles, and I hope the banner trucks there, we're fucking stacking the roof. That means you're carrying every fucking bundle up it. That's just not fun, you know? You want it to be stacked heading to work when you lay them, you know, so your fucking labor can put them down for you and you can knock them out away. You're on 105th in Lorraine, huh? It only changes to that because when you pass fucking 100th, you know what I'm talking about? Clark runs right into it. I hate every movie Rob Zombie made but Devil's Rejects. That's what I think about it. Thought it was a fucking joke, every one of them. I mean, everybody, oh, it's the best man. You know it's an inbred of incest of family and shit, right, people? That's the best fucking movie you ever seen. But somebody else can make that same kind of movie just because they don't have that reputation of them two people. And it would be called out for what I just said. Tell me I'm wrong. Don't worry, I'll fucking wait. Like Cat Williams says. I know it's the hood, bro. I lived in West 52nd Clark. Go down to 48. Remember the first 48 hours? That was all my home slices. First one. It all turns into Lorraine, bro. Lorraine's your main avenue. You got Lorraine, Clark, Store, Denison. That's all it is. And a bunch of shit going across. All it is, a big box. I lived right in the fucking ghetto. West 57, 3123. That's right beside the fucking avenue. 3123. You can see my house on Clark. Right off Clark. It's right in front of Green Speed and Seed, the big blue one, Kevin, with the big parking lot. That was our house, our company. You know which one I'm talking about, don't I, dog, bro? I lived right in the middle of the fucking hood. I went out there one day and sprayed. I said, this is the Mason fucking Dixon line. Who crosses it first is getting fucking blowed down by a 45. By God, we went at it fucking daily. But earned their respect, man, over the years, you know. They work for us, everything. You know, hired a lot of them, fit with a lot of them. Guns, you name it. Pronounced. I said that earlier, bro. Pronounced, the first one. It's their best album they ever made. They got the demo of Rebirth, the demo of Tuesday's Gone. That's the original. Or hold on, let's go with Skynyrd first. But Pronounced is my favorite. My brother's favorite is Second Helping. He loves the song I Need You. He wrote for his wife. Fans in him. Try to tell you I love you. My brother's the Second Helping too. That's why it's called the Second Helping. CD number 2. I can tell you every song on it from 1 to end. They only lived 4 years, my brother. Imagine if they would have lived the AC/DC type career or Ozzy. These motherfuckers would have went platinum 1,000,000 times. You know what I mean? He likes it. Shaker Heights. Nah, try Berea, my friend. They're talking about moving the Brown Stadium out there. That's a brand new fucking stadium. It was built in 99. Fucking Green Bay ain't had a new stadium in fucking since NFL started. Why the fuck are we worried about? Because our fans are so crazy, we tear the goddamn stadium apart. Ronnie is a fucking prodigy, like his mother said. He was an angel, a prophet, yes. You know what I mean? Prodigy, she said he was different. And he was. Look at his brothers, you know what I mean? They're good, but they're not Ronnie good. Donnie is better than Johnny, of course. He had his own band. Yeah, they can do that, dude. You didn't know that's part of any franchise. They can move it into any suburb or city of their towns. It would be better out there. That's what they're talking about. They can't sell tickets, nothing, because it's in the fucking it's in like St. Clair. It's on fucking 9th Street. Jesus Christ. You want shot, just stand in front of the Brown Stadium. You know what I mean? Tell me I'm wrong. They're not, no, that's one thing they said. That's an art model shit. They'll never leave the city or the surrounding area, bro. But why the fuck do we need another stadium? It's brand new. It's nice as fuck, man. That's the nicest stadium I've been in the NFL. You know what I mean? Go to Pittsburgh. Them motherfuckers can't get a field. It's got holes in it this big and shit. Indentures, yeah. Yeah, they've been needing nursery done for years and years, but they don't say a fucking word. They copy us. As soon as we wear white helmets, Pittsburgh starts wearing them. They announced theirs 2 weeks after we announced ours. You can't come up with your own goddamn shit. You never could, and the only thing you can do is fucking buy your way into a Super Bowl. And when you play the team that buys their way into it, what happened? Oh, guess what? Vinny Testaverde threw it straight to Woodson, and they won. Remember that? Straight to him, to the Cowboys safety. And he ran it in toward the touchdown at the end of the game. He threw it straight fucking to him. Go watch it. I don't have to watch it. I remember the day it happened. My cousin cried. He's like, it's over. We got y'all. I was a Dallas fan. My dad was. I was rooting for Dallas, you know what I mean? But I always liked that orange, you know what I mean? Since I saw it, you know? And I was cheering. I was like, go Cowboys, come on, come on. And then I was like, what now, boy? I was like, he was like, that was paid. All he do is straight to him. Because Dallas is the team of America, not Pittsburgh. Thank you. We don't need a new one. We just got it. Got it in 99, bub. I went to the first game right after the stadium was built. You know what I mean? You know, I've been to about 15, 16 Browns games. I've never seen us lose. Knock on wood. I was at, my first one was the Lions game when we had 7 interceptions. Remember that one? I was there. Dalen McCutcheon had 2 pick sixes in that game. We had 7. We tied the franchise record in the NFL too. One more would have broke it. And guess who was the quarterback for the Trent Delper? That was the quarterback for us the year before. Why you think we owned him? We knew everything he fucking did. Motley Crue, hell yes. Great documentary there. Nikki Sixx, all of them, yeah. I'm on my way. Movement dysfunction and restlessness are common side effects. Sleepiness and stomach issues are also common. Side effects may not appear. Nah, it's not fuck all other teams and me, bub. You know what I mean? I didn't grow up just, you know what I mean, in the city of Cleveland. I've always cheered for the 49ers and the Browns because that's my mama's and dad's teams, but if they're there and we're not, go, you know what I mean? And we play the 49ers this year. Me and my mom's got a massive bet on that game. And that's going to be our best game. And that's the one I'm coming to. I done told you. Cleveland, San Francisco comes to Cleveland. I get to see Trey Lance. He's the #1 person I collect cards of because watch when he actually gets to play. He's going to take over the NFL. Mark my fucking words. Trey Lance will. That boy is the Johnny Manziel it never got to be. Watch. Mark my words. Now we got Deshaun Watson that led the Texans that beat Alabama in a national title. Listen what I'm saying. That led the Texans to 4 fucking playoff appearances. This boy can ball. This way. Now you're going to have to deal with Nick Chubb, Amari Cooper, Donovan Peoples-Jones, Isaiah Ford. I mean, our team is fucking us. I've never seen a team with so much talent. I thought we was good when we had Jarvis and Odell. No, because one wanted to be better than the other. We got Elijah Moore, you know what I mean? The #1 wide receiver that got drafted last year that caught 37 receptions for 600 fucking yards. We have a team. That's right. We need to stay healthy. We got rid of Greedy Williams, kept Grandel Pitt, but I wish we would have kept Carl Joseph. Remember from the Mountaineers, #8, that is 42 for us. Why you think Tony Fields were? We have a great team, dude. Our defense are better than the I can't even name which side's better. See what I'm saying? Denzel Ward is a lockdown goddamn cornerback. Greg Newsome is amazing out of Northwestern, and we just got Northwestern's, and Tennessee pick the best receiver, I think, in the draft. He dogged Alabama. We got him too. Watch how good he shines. Mark my fucking words. That boy's going to be good, buddy. He is going to be the man right there. How are you going to cover that much talent? And Amari Cooper is a fucking #1 route runner in the NFL. We got him from Dallas. Said he was done. You know what Amari said? I don't care who the quarterback is for Cleveland. I'll get my 1,000 yards. He got 1,400. What, you mean Grant and Godwin? Which Grant? You know what I mean? And also, you know what I mean? I'm kind of confused about that. You're talking about, Cleveland is my favorite team, absolutely, to do my whole life. Yeah. But, you know what I mean? When my mom or dad's team's there, and they're usually there. I want to cheer, you know what I mean? I love my dad, you know, I lost him when I was 11 years old, but that's something that's just close and dear to my heart, and so are the Packers for a reason. Because my family in Minnesota, motherfuckers in Green Bay, wrings their neck every time, and I love it. The only thing Minnesota's ever had good came from West Virginia, Randy Moss. We all know that, don't we? 18 touchdowns as you talking about Marquise Goodwin? He's sidelined already. He's got blood clots, dog. He can't even practice right now. We had to pick up another receiver, bub. And Jakeem Grant, yes. I thought that's who he was talking about. Because we got Grant Delpit. They're calling him Greenbrier Grant right now. They're in West Virginia right now at the Greenbrier Club practicing. They love it down here. Love it. All of them's posting on all their shit. The only one that don't talk is our best player, Mr. Nick Chubb. Why you so quiet? He says, does Lamborghinis make commercials? Exactly what he said. I'm like a Lamborghini. I don't make commercials. I don't talk. I'm not talking. See the jersey. I'm not talking in the game. Nick Chubb is 4th place already, and he said he's dedicating this whole year to who? Jim Brown. The year you better watch out for Nick Chubb is this year, though. This boy is fucking got something to play for. Why he came to Cleveland, you know, why he never left us ask for a trade anything. Number 32. I hope he wears it. I guarantee he comes out wearing it. He wore 31 for a reason as a rookie. Baby Brown, call yourself Baby, but you're better than Jim Brown. He retired at fucking 30 years old. Chubb, you can beat him. If you're 4th place, you're already behind Kevin Mack in 4th place. Kevin Mack's 3rd. And Ernest Bonner, Jim Brown. It's going to be Nick Chubb, mark my fucking words. The boy's been hurt for 6 games in a season before and still got his 1,000 yards every year he's ever played. He's hurt for 4 games, 1 season, got his 1,000 yards. Tell me how many players do that. Motherfucker is a tank. That boy right there has the best vision I've seen since Barry Sanders with his vision. You know what I mean? He'll sit there. I've watched him go on this side, stop dead. They're off that way. I mean, it's his vision is unreal. And then you got every player in the NFL has said this. It's like trying to tackle a fucking train. Because how fucking low he runs to the ground with the power. If you've ever seen him and Derkie are fucking lethal running backs. That's why you've seen them take 99-yard handoffs to the fucking house. Him and Derrick Henry's the only 2 that's done it. They intimidate motherfuckers. When you can do that, you're gonna ball. He sits on a fucking ball, and the teammates come at him, and he just knocks them off. This motherfucker never falls off it. Him and Derrick Henry do that. I watched them both. I was like, what the fuck? They gotta be a beast to do that, man. You have to be a monster. It take a motherfucker like Myles Garrett and them to tackle this motherfucker. Man, I'm telling you, I caught him. I caught it. And we got him in the 2nd round, man. He fell right into our lap. Everybody passed on him because his ACL. When Nick Chubb didn't play another game, it was Sony Michel took over, that plays for the Patriots, and got his Super Bowl because of Tom Brady, of course. I'm the best running back in Georgia. If Chubb would have ran in Georgia, buddy, look at me hold my leg up. 2 years, and I'll show you who the better runner is in the NFL. He knew he'll first. He said that. I asked my son, like I told you, who's at 27? I was watching, I flipped through the games. I usually got my screen split, watching multiple games, especially if Bama's playing that day at the same time with my brother likes Bama. We'll watch it like that, we'll split it up. Okay, it was Georgia and Bama's, it was. And Nick Chubb was running all goddamn through him. I said, that boy right there is going to fucking be good. Then got hurt like 2 games already. Did Sony Michel retire today? Because he knows, but you might as well fucking retire. Look at Nick Chubb. You was his backup. No, he's got it flipped. You see what I mean? Because he knows he's never going to run for another team. He got lucky getting on the Patriots. Because he's never put up what Nick Chubb has, you know what I mean? Yeah, he want to have one good season, and that's when Tom Brady was there, of course, because the focus is on fucking the machine, not you, bro. Every year Nick Chubb plays, go watch him, dude. He fucking just astounds me again. Astounds me and astounds me and astounds me. It's hard to do with me. The vision he's got, the power he's got, the knowledge he's got. Remember, he went out of bounds and sat down on the 1 yard line, and it cost us. But he was being smart. He wouldn't have done it that one game. You know what I mean? So the clock would run out. They won it for us. Remember that, bro? Instead of getting a touchdown, remember he ran it like 60 yards. Anyway, stepped out of bounds on the 1. And the quarterback come in and nailed it. And then the time they scored the touchdown, the motherfuckers beat us. The Jets. Remember that? Chubb said I should have went out of bounds and just run the clock down. Like he always did. He's smart, man. You be smart like that. That boy could have played quarterback. You know, he's in sync with the quarterback. His vision, he's got them all counted for. I know you're behind me. I know how many. Once I get by at free safety, it's home, fucking sweet home, Alabama. And he knows that. Because nobody can tackle me. He's got speed, power, vision. I mean, I give Nick Chubb a triple, and you know it. He fucking repped the 215 pounds like 31 times. Him and Hollis Garrett tore it apart. They're fucking tanks, man. I'm sorry, but the Cleveland Browns are loaded. People hate on us because, you know what I mean? But the moment we win that first Super Bowl, Kevin, you'll never hear that again. You know that, right? The Eagles heard it. How many teams heard it, bub? The Buccaneers heard it for years. Then Brady brought it there and they said, I ain't heard a word. Ever. Excuse me, John Gruden brought it there. What warrants that? He got right in it with the Raiders and lost it. So I went back to the Raiders. You know who owns half the Raiders now? Tom Brady. You know who went and got? Jimmy Garoppolo. That's who backed me up in the NFL. Of course, that's who I'm going to get. Derek Carr plays for who? Saints. That just gave the Saints a fucking good team. Now they got a quarterback instead of that boy. I love the dude. Number 7 for the Saints. Out of fucking BYU. Y'all know who I'm talking about? His name's on it. What the fuck? He plays fucking punt, returner, running back, everything. Now he's tight end. Fuck. He's the best player the Saints has fucking drafted for 20. He kills Jarvis. The white boy. He does it all. What is his name, guys? It's on the tip. Oh my God. Went to BYU. The Saints, plays for the Saints. Number 7. He wears 7. I love that about him. I mean, it's my number. Fuck. Jesus Christ. Fucking. Hill. Tyson Hill. That boy right there is fucking bad. That boy is bad at everything he does. He's like me. He's ATH. All around motherfucking athlete, baby. I kicked the ball and semi-pro. I punted the ball. I ran the ball. My key position was quarterback. My coach made me go in the slot receiver position one day. He said, if I had 12 of them, we'd win the title every year, wouldn't we? He said, why was that hillbilly out performing everybody on the field? He let them know. I led, you know what I mean? He said, if y'all can touch Castle, we can stop practice right now. And he put me 5 yards in front of him. I'll never forget this. And we'd run to the other end zone. But if they catch you, Castle, you won't give me 5 miles. 5 laps, you know what I mean? Run your fucking guts out. Because we did 3 a days. Okay, no problem, coach. They ain't touching me. Whilst the quarterback out running everybody on the field, he let them know all that, you know what I mean? When we would play bullseye, that's when they call your number, you hit each other. That boy is fearless. He said, I see, Coach Mark Clement is his name. That dude right there gave me praise like that. I couldn't believe, you know what I mean? Because he seen what I put into my game, man. Got fucking turf toe the first day. Sat there and taped 2 toes together. Second day, god damn about broke my finger off in a face mask. Stiff arm the dude. He saw me motherfucking tape him together. He seen what I was about. He seen me looking at the blood in the players' hand to know if they was coming in or fucking blocking there. He seen that. He heard me say it, you know. And when I arrived there, guys, I was not even known for the quarterback. I was playing free safety. Anybody want to play quarterback, we need a backup. Instantly raised my hand. Okay. Yeah. Almost like I gotta get up there myself. I took the starting quarterback's job the first day I threw the ball. You can't throw the ball where the receiver is or was. You got to throw where he's going to be. First, as soon as that coach, the black coach, he said, that boy right there knows. He said he can throw the ball on point. He just said what I was saying when I was throwing. I said, when you're covered, you're open. That's Brady. That's Brady's words, you know what I mean? That got me a starting role in a semi-pro fucking game. Yeah. We did. That's how I got started, you know. I just would, you know what I mean? When he'd say the route, I knew the playbook like the back of my hand. And I just knew if he's running the post, you only throw it where your receiver can get it. Throw it in front of you, lead him, make him catch it, but throw it pretty. And that's what I did. You know, I practiced the second day I took his job. Because the first day I remember, I mean, we was going through the reps again. He said, put Castle in. He said, let's see the play. First play, guys, I went 56 yards. Caught my dude wide open, you know what I mean? Because we was playing a scrimmage defense against offense. Hit my receiver on a motherfucking post, 56 yards. Second play, I played slot wide receiver. Scored 2 plays. That's why I got started. Just gotta know, man. You know what I mean? If you're fucking covered, you do your things. If you got the time, you got 3, 1, 2, 1 thing. You got so much you gotta put in your head. Or the defense end collapses, you better take the fuck off. Because Miles Garrett's getting a wrinkled motherfucking neck. You might as well go up the middle, is your best chance. And that's exactly what Pat White and Rodriguez said. A light bulb just went off in my head. That defense end collapsed. You go catch it out of the corner of your eye, go. Step up into the pocket, get rid of the ball, or run the fucking ball. I'll catch y'all tomorrow.